A little while ago, I built a raid-proof village, and the results were inconclusive. I think I used a few too many trapdoors in the village walls, leaving the mobs stuck and helpless, thus very easy for me to pick off. Ever since then, I wanted to give it another go, but instead of doing a village again, this time we're building an entire castle. I spent quite a long time searching around for the perfect location to build the castle in, and it turns out the best spot is actually only a short flight away from the raid-proof village. Just across this plains biome here, we eventually come to a small tump in the landscape, right over here, and I think this is going to be the perfect spot, defensively speaking, to build a castle in. We've got the high ground, but it's not the super high ground, so we're still fairly low down, but not high enough so that the raiders just can't get to me at all, because I would kind of like to have at least somewhat of a fair fight. Plus, on the other side of this hill, we have ourselves a local village, complete with our castle residents-to-be. You guys are going to be getting a bit of an upgrade fairly soon. So I would actually get back in there. Oh, okay, maybe not. I kind of want to keep these guys safe. Oh, like this one is doing. Great job, buddy. We're losing light pretty quickly, so they've all gone to their homes, which is actually prime time to shut them inside and keep them nice and safe. I just need to figure out which homes they're actually inside of. Okay, I think that is all of the villagers safe and secure. I don't see any walking around currently, so I think we're good to get started on their new place. We pretty much have a 360-degree view from up here. I mean, I can basically see everything other than over on this side. We got this small tump which is blocking a little bit of land. But there's nothing to say, I can't just delete the terrain anyway. I can even see most of the way from the back, including a good view of the village, so at least I can keep an eye on things while we build over here. All seems very well so far. Now when you start a raid, there's no good way of telling which direction it's going to come from, at least I don't know if there is one, but I'm hoping they'll come from the front here because that's kind of how I've planned this build around. Most of my defenses are aimed towards the front here. I've even got a couple of dispensers on the corners that I'm going to fill with lava, so if they start kind of grouping up around the walls, I might be able to get them that way instead. I've even got a couple of embrasures or crenellations, arrow slits, whatever these things are called, dotted around the walls so I can get them that way too. Basically just a little bit more fun than taking them out with my bow. All I can say so far is this is gonna be a pretty epic looking building when we're all done. I'll be honest, don't know how well it's gonna work defensively, but it's gonna look cool, that's for sure. That right there is one section of the castle complete. And hopefully this gives you a good idea of what the rest of the castle is going to look like. I will admit we're not doing anything crazy here as far as block palette or general style is concerned, but honestly I've never really made a proper big castle like this in Minecraft, so I kind of wanted to keep things pretty basic, if that makes sense. I could have done something super out there using some crazy blocks and doing something that's a bit more unique, but this is an itch that I've been wanting to scratch for a really long time, so we're keeping it pretty simple with just regular stone and spruce. Simple as that. They may be some of the most common blocks in Minecraft, but they're common for a reason, and that's because they just look really nice together. I have done a little bit of the interior, but only just the floors, walls and ceilings really, and staircases as you can see. Of course we'll be putting some other things inside of here later on, but I just sort of like to give myself a bit of a head start on the interior so I haven't got a boatload of work to do later on when it comes to it. We'll crack on with some more of the castle in just a second, but I would just like to have a check up on my villagers, make sure they're all still alive and well. And I think the best way to do that is to go to sleep, and in the morning... Oh, there's no bed in here. In the morning, if they're not running around, I'm gonna assume they're safe and sound. Any villagers out and about, or are we all good? I can still hear noises when I go past these houses, so I'm guessing you're fine. Yep, hello buddy, I know you're not happy right now, but trust me, you will be. Or will they be? I guess I'm gonna be ripping them away from their homes very soon, putting them in maybe a smaller confined spot and then summoning a raid on them? Maybe I'm not the good guy here. Oh no, don't be silly, of course I am. Look at this castle. It's gonna be beautiful, they'll love it. We're looking like a proper castle. Of course, we're not done just yet. We have the main keep in the center here that I've got nicely laid out ready to go, but everything else is pretty much done. And I don't like to blow my own trumpet too much, but I will give it a little toot here. I think I've done a really good job of making this place feel super immersive with how I've laid out all of the buildings. Just walking around here, having all of these little nooks and crannies and different walkways to go in, it does feel really immersive. Especially this staircase over here, I just really like how it squeezes through these two towers. I think it's pretty neat, and it'll look even better once we have the main keep built up the top over there. You may have noticed that there are a few parts of this castle we haven't been inside of just yet, in particularly the places where we have iron bars. With how I've built this and having all of the iron bar windows on different Y levels, it means the inside is just really messy at the moment. So in an attempt to make this not look terrible, I've created a corridor system of sorts, where the Y level of the floor is constantly changing, so I'm at the same height of the windows, but it means I can fully traverse this whole area and get to all of my little points where I can, shoot out of the wall, for instance. I've done the same again for the bigger section. We've actually got a little staircase that goes down to the front door over here, but this one is a bit more convoluted, so I've added a few inner pathways just to kind of cut through so it's not a super long walk, but as you can see, it's a little bit all over the place, but it works. I'll be able to see out of all of my little holes that I've made in the wall, which is the aim here. So we've got the arrow slits set up that I'm going to be firing out of, but I have set up some other defenses too, which I want to show you guys. Starting with these 5 dispensers. They are full of arrows, so when I press this button, they all fire off the front line with a barrage of projectiles coming towards the raiders, and is that not just the coolest thing ever? I've got plenty in each dispenser, so I'm probably not going to run out. Having said that, I don't know how effective it is going to be, but I mean, it's cool nonetheless. Our lava dispensers are all set up now. We've got the buckets in the dispensers, so when I press that button, it's going to fall on top of any raiders stuck in the corner, and it'll hopefully land on top of the head and, fingers crossed, not make too much of a mess. Having said that, I've just set that going right down the hill here, so that's probably going to take a little while to clear. Same goes for all of the other corners that we've got it set up on, so it is literally a quick press of the button and we can douse them in hot sauce. And lastly, but certainly not least by any stretch of the imagination, the most dangerous element of our defensive arsenal, snow golems. I'm going to stick 2 of these in each of the corners here, and they are going to keep this place nice and safe. Ah man, I am just itching to do this raid now. I am so excited. It's going to be epic, at least I hope. So let's go ahead and finish this castle, shall we? buddy, look at that. Definitely ties everything together. I think that is the perfect centerpiece. Now, unfortunately, it started raining whilst I was building the keep, and sadly, we lost our 2 very brave soldiers in that bit of drizzle, which doesn't give me much faith in their ability to defend a bunch of raiders. But we'll get them back, just not yet. I'm gonna wait until we're raid ready before that one. As you can see, I have also gone ahead and finished the interior of the entire castle, so I guess let me give you a tour. Starting with what I'm calling the main raid room, we have all of these sets of armor and some color coordinated dispensers with pressure plates that actually drop out some potions depending on what color it is. So over here we have strength. In the orange corner, we got fire resistance. Over here by the blue, we got speed. And as you may have guessed, for the red, it's health. I'm just realizing now that would have made a lot more sense to do splash potions. Oh well, they'll serve the purpose. I haven't actually changed anything in this tower building. All I've got really is a staircase going up to the 2 levels that we can peek outside the window of, because we have some little gaps that I can kind of see out of for shooting, so I just left it as that. I don't think anything else is really needed in here. Over here we have the war room, where we have a couple of maps on display, the heads of our enemies, our banner, all sorts of war related stuff. These are actually armor stands, or at least the tops of them, and I like doing this by pushing a block inside of it, placing a map on top, and it kind of looks like little pins you'd put in a map if you were planning some sort of strategy. Obviously, that's the castle. And now here's a view I'm excited for. Oh, look at that. Is that not just really cool? Not being able to see really anything else but pure castle, if you ignore this bit over here. Pretty neat, right? Now we're actually going to run right round the keep and come back to it in a second, because I have done the interior of this building over here, which I ended up going with just a very simple dining hall. We didn't have much room in particular left over once we had the staircases in, so I just built a cool table in the middle. And the top of the staircase, we ended up building the world's smallest kitchen. This is, I guess, where the cook can stay, and oh, it's a little bit precarious, isn't it? I think we'll take a bit of a shortcut to the keep. We can just jump down here, and I've missed. Nice. That's alright, we can head through this door and have another little shortcut to go up the staircase again. So the keep is where the villagers are going to be staying, hence why I have a slab here so I can crawl through the door, but the villagers won't be able to get out. I'd say the villagers actually got the best deal in this entire castle. It's pretty cozy in here. This is their bedroom. And if we go up the staircase, we can head to the next level, which is where some of the professions start coming into play. So I think we should have 6 villagers, at least 5 anyway. So we got a little librarian corner over here, and then a brewing station for a cleric. We can also just head out this door, which I'm hoping the villagers should use to get to a fletching and smithing table. I just think it'd be pretty cool seeing a couple of villagers hanging out here on the balcony. And then if we go up the final staircase to the top level, we come to where the weaponsmith and armorer are going to be working. We don't have a whole lot going on up here because 1, we don't really have the room, and 2, I don't think we really need it because they have this awesome forge right in the center that they can both use to forge their tools and armor. Speaking of villagers, let's go get them. So here are all 6 of our villagers, and I suppose a resident pig as well? Sure, why not? You can join too. Well, it looks like they've all gone upstairs. I hear workstations clinking and clanking. Yep, they are settling in nicely. I think we have one of our forgers going up to the top level. Again, a little bit stuck. He's gonna make it, I think. Come on, which one, John? Armor or weaponsmith? Your choice. Really? You're right there. Neither, you just want to come up here. Fair enough. It's a pretty nice view, isn't it? There we go. He's decided on armor. Well, while these guys are settling in, I am going to go ahead and get myself raid ready. Oh, hang on. Here's the final one. You're going upstairs, you're the cleric, and these two are here. Okay, good. We are actually all set up. That went pretty smoothly. And the pig is making his way upstairs too. I look ready, I feel ready, but there is one final thing we need to do before we are good to go, and that is, of course, get our most dangerous weapon back in position. So let's pop these guys down, have a little sleep, and then come dawn, I think there's going to be a battle on our hands. Okay, got some Bad Omen 3, that is the highest tier that I have, so I think that'll, well, have to be good enough. Let's give this a swig. And hope all goes well. No raid yet, that's a bit worrying. Maybe I need to actually go inside of here? Oh, what have I done wrong here? Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind, it just needed to charge up. Oh, the villagers are freaking out. They are freaking out. They are not happy. Don't worry, guys. Assume the position. I am ready to protect you. Well, it started, and I can't see any of them from the front, so I can only assume they've come from a different part of the castle. Let's maybe check out round the back. Yes, okay, here they come. All right. Haven't got as many defenses round the back, but that's fine. I can do my best to snipe them away. Man, I am out of practice. I've missed every single shot so far. Good riddance to you, final raider. Okay, that is round 1 done. Here comes the next bunch, and they are once again attacking from the back. That's not ideal, but maybe now's a good time to try out one of my defenses. Can I see anything from down here? No. Oh, that's quite embarrassing. I could shoot a sheep, but I won't do that. They're all down by the wall, it would seem, but I'm wondering if I can kind of tempt them over here and lava bucket them. Yeah, take that, you fools. And I can get the smart ones that are deciding to run away. Look at this, easy mode. Oh, that is music to my ears. There we go, that actually did the job really well. Take the lava back in, and we just got this final guy. I'm still really bad at aiming. I think there's a bit of a flaw in my castle design. They will just come from the back every single time and bunch up here, which, I mean, it makes my job nice and easy, but I'm trying to think how I can get them to spawn elsewhere. No, not the rain! Anything but the rain, my poor snow golems, they didn't even get a chance! Maybe they've survived? Possibly? I don't know. They didn't stand much of a chance last time. Oh, that is upsetting. That's very sad. I will avenge them in their honor. I will take down this... Ooh, nearly fell off the side then. That would have been bad. I will take down this whole raid. We've got one raider remaining. I fear he may have fallen down a hole somewhere. I did take precautions before starting this and filled in most of the terrain, but I might have missed a spot here and there. We're coming outside of castle limits to find this one. He must be lurking around here somewhere. Here you are, my friend. And you've been taken out. Quickly, let's get back inside. You want to... You know what? You should probably stay inside, cat. It's most likely not safe for you out there. Quick checkup on the villagers. How are you guys doing? Still very worried? Staring at walls? Understandable. I haven't even got to the raiders so far this round, and the bar is just going down and down. There's only one left. It's just this guy. What on earth? Well, that was easy. Upon closer inspection, it turns out the Iron Golem came over from the local village and absolutely ripped them to shreds. He took out the entire wave. Oh my goodness me! Holy moly, they spawned in the castle. I did not see this happening. Oh good lord, okay. I have not planned for this in the slightest. I didn't know that was a possibility. Okay, villagers, stay where you are. Stay out of sight. Be brave. I could do with that Iron Golem being in the castle walls right now. That would be helpful. Okay. Things just got real. This is a terrible castle. This is the worst thing I've ever built. Oh, not an evoker. Okay. Okay, let's take you out. Where are they? Sorry, guys, I have to come in a second. I know you're not happy. I need to ring the bell. Where are they? One down there. There's Vexes inside. Okay, and there's a witch up there. Alright. Take you out, and then I'm just gonna maybe try to leave that last one while I just kind of get myself together a little bit. But then I gotta take out the Vexes too. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we've got an Iron Golem spawned inside. That should help out if that happens again in the next wave. Goodness gracious. Okay, I think I'm ready. Take this one out. And I'm really gonna hope that doesn't happen again. That was scary. Did not like that one bit. This time I'm starting inside of the actual keep, so I'm safe myself. Let's ring the bell and see where they are. Outside by the looks of it. Okay, coast is clear. Looks like our Iron Golem has taken a bit of a beating. I'm sorry, my friend. Thank you for defending me. You know, I'm going to close that door. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to use my little peepholes here. Or at least try to. I managed to use only, what is that, 10 or so trapdoors, and still it is their downfall. They just... they can't cope with them. They don't know what to do when trapdoors are in their way. No, not me. Oh, it was the Vex. Man, that scared me. I should have brought some iron. I don't have any, my friend. I'm very sorry. Oh, what am I doing? I've got a freaking lava dispenser right here. Take that, you fools. Nope, I perfectly trapped them inside. Well, that's fine, because I can open this, and if I just give them a little knockback, there we are. Whoa, that was easy. Okay, one left. And here she is. A witch, and the Vex is still going. Goodbye. Oh, the cat has just stepped on all the pressure plates. I checked in all of my potions. Oh, gotta put them away now on cleanup duty. You know what? I got these. May as well use one. I am speed. Let's see, where are they today? Right by the front door. Perfect. This lava trap is working wonderfully. I mean, just look at this. Too easy. Okay, that's the last time I use the lava trap, I promise. I really want to try and use my arrow dispensers here, and this is probably as good a time as ever that I'm going to get. So if I can lure this witch out here, and then I'm going to have to equip my elytra for this one, I think. You do a quick fly job over once she's here. Okay, that seems about good. And then if we really quickly fly back... Quicker! Shoot the arrows! We missed. Okay, I think this might be the final wave if my counting is correct. And it looks like we have them out the back again. That's fine by me. I said I wasn't going to use the front lava trap, but I've got no problem using this one. This one isn't insanely overpowered like the other one is. I gotta be careful not to get hit in there by a Vex. That would end badly. Just like that. Okay, let's take a step back. Oh, Vex, you're making me break my pots. How dare you? I spent a long time carefully placing all of those. Oh, okay, I need to just recover a second in here and set my spawn right there. I fear I may need it. I think if I can just keep running and regenning, I should be okay. You know, I can actually use some of these health potions, you know? That wouldn't go amiss. Thank you, cat, for ejecting them for me. Oh, that's so many Vexes. Okay, let's see if we can just pick off most of these guys right here. There goes one, and the other is on the back of that Ravager. Let's just press that and run. Let's have another pop at this. I want to get rid of you. Okay, I hit him. That's good. Let's honestly maybe just hover here if I can for a little while. I can hear the lava doing something. And I'll try to fend off the... Honestly, how am I getting caught on fire? I'm sure hoping this is the last wave, because I don't know if I can take another one. There's another evoker. Okay, let's take that guy out. Oh, that was a good shot. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I think I might have got him there. I'm not sure. No, he's still alive. There we go. Okay, he's dealt with. Oh, look at all those foxes down there. Do they die once the raid is over? I honestly don't know. Let's just get rid of that one and find out. I've got Hero of the Village. Let's have a celebratory blow of the horn. I guess they just stick around? Oh, no, they're beginning to die. I think. Yep, okay, they are. That's good. Okay, well, let's go pay my friends a visit. Hello! I did it. You're welcome. It was all me. None of the iron golems. No one else. All 100% me. Shower me with presents and gifts. Or not. Not too bad. Only a little bit of cleanup required. But that was a lot of fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. And look, the iron golem even survived. What a great day all around. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching too. Thank you so much for doing that. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.